After being iseki'd, our gents have turned from cartoon characters to D&D players. And I, Nappa, am their guide to find their friends and escape this world. This is Gentquest! Where we last left off, the gents have completed 2 of their 3 side quests, but now they're on their toughest one to date, taking on the Necromancer.
So, we just have to fight this Necromancer, and Tuna can come aboard, right? Yes, that is the deal.
Okay, so all we have to do is take down this bitch. Or whatever it might be.
Yeah, we don't want to judge.
Before you go, I do have something to give you guys. Ooh?
What's that?
Meow. This is Cookie. He is my cook.
I am the cook!
Uh-huh. Hey, Cookie, how are you?
I am Cookie. I am the one who cooks.
Okay, then. Why are you giving us this orc? He may not look like much, but he make great sandwiches.
I make great sandwich for everyone!
Well, then we're happy to have you aboard.
Yeah, give me one of those. Yeah, sandwich. And to all who had eaten one of Cookie's sandwiches, you now have +6 in temporary HP.
Oh, so his cooking heals us.
In that case, welcome aboard.
Wait, hold on, I'm the captain of the ship. I'm the one who decides.
I say we have majority rule. Who says Cookie can come aboard the ship?
Healer say aye.
Aye.
Meow.
Aye.
Aye.
Oh, come on, that's bullshit. You're saying you don't want somebody who can heal us? Okay, fine. He can be the cook. I am Cookie. I am the one who cooks. And so, with some minor prep work and full bellies, the gents head off to what is possibly their toughest challenge yet, with some helpful allies. And also this weird gaggle of girls that keeps following them around. Okay, if you're coming with us, they can't come with. They'll only get in the way.
Oh, come on, I can't help it if they follow me around.
No, but you can turn off the charm.
And thus you all arrive at an eerie graveyard.
A necromancer's playground.
Before anything gets started, I would like to use my rope of climbing to tie up Leslie and make sure she doesn't run around engaging the enemy right off the bat.
Meow? Leslie, make an athletics check to contest it. And with that, consider the rope successfully contested. Meow.
I have a good reason?
Meow.
No, wait, can't you take a joke?
Meow.
You always end up charging head first, I was just doing it for protection.
Meow. You know, for someone with a maxed out intelligence score, he's quite the idiot.
Yeah, we all know that Leslie's not into bondage.
Cookie feels like that's not the right thing. But from the depths you see a pale black woman, dressed in all black, rise from the depths with huge dark wings. And a giant golden scythe rise from the main statue grave. And you are all gazing upon her presence. A little bit dramatic. Meow. How come her wings look so much better than mine?
I think aesthetically wise, that's not the time.
I don't know, I think that's a very valid question.
Guys, I'm pretty sure that's the Necromancer. And this is not the time to be fighting amongst each other over meaningless shit! Exactly! Now is the time to roll initiative. Now that the rolls have been set, now we must—
Hey, wait a minute. Cookie didn't roll.
Cookie is not here to participate in battle. Cookie was only here to feed you and heal you when you die. Cookie, now go over here. Good luck. You fat bastard! Get back here and help us!
He technically was never really part of the party anyway.
And so, with one man down, fuck you, we now go back to the game, where it is Satan's turn. Okay, then. So, let's see, we're pretty far away from her, so I'm just gonna move over here, and I'm gonna use my 2 blasts of Eldritch Blasts on her. Okay, roll. And both attacks hit. Roll damage. After both blasts make contact, you see a dark energy arising around her. And then the 2 gravestones that are right next to her pop open and reveal 2 undead skeleton warriors next to her.
Wait, hold on.
What?
Anyone care to explain that?
Wait, how was she able to do that? It wasn't her turn yet. Was that a reaction? What's going on?
You don't know, but now it is Commando's turn.
Okay, I'm gonna nip this in the ass right now. So I'm gonna run up to this skeleton, and I'm going to use Divine Smite on him.
All right, roll.
Okay, that should hit.
Indeed it does. Roll damage. A modest amount of damage. And because he's undead, you got an extra D8 of damage dice.
Right. Now I'm gonna attack with my second attack.
Okay, roll. That'll hit as well. Roll damage. Okay, that was 2 attacks and your movement.
Wait. Can I use my bonus action for my charger feat so I can get a 3rd attack?
It's a little late for that. But you did attack him in a straight line, and it was 10 feet, so it meets all the criteria. So I'll allow it. +5 to your damage roll if you can manage to hit him. Okay, you managed to hit him. Roll damage. Okay, a modest amount of damage with a little +5 added on the end. But hey, well, who's gonna discount extra damage? But now, it is Leslie's turn!
Meow, meow, meow.
Berserker Relentless Rage. Seriously, we could just replace your character with just a DJ soundboard. Anyway, go ahead and roll with advantage. A 1 and a 5. Well, as you begin your first strike, you see her put up a magical barrier around herself. As you can tell, she's casting shield, which even with your relentless strength, you cannot hope to pass it with such small attacks.
Meow.
Yes, that means you missed. But you still have your extra attack. Go ahead and roll. And with those, you actually hit. Roll damage. A modest amount of damage. But as the attack ends, you see yet another skeleton pop from the gravestone right in front of Gent. Leslie, stop attacking her! We don't know how her ability works yet.
Meow.
And, well, since Leslie just ended her turn, it now falls to Gent.
Okay, well, I'm pretty sure attacking this skeleton's not gonna do anything. So I'm gonna march up 5 feet to him, and I'm going to stab him with my rapier.
Okay, stab him with your rapier. And since you are an assassin, and that skeleton hasn't made a move yet, you have advantage.
Sweet!
And with that being a hit, you can roll with sneak attack. You slip your rapier between the cracks in his bones and slice off a good chunk of it. But unfortunately, that is your only attack.
It's okay. But I also whistle a tune to give bardic inspiration to Deadbeard, because I think he's the next attack-based option to come up next. Oh, thanks.
And you'd be right. But before that, up next we have Tuna!
Okay, I'm going to cast
hypnotic patterns over the lady and her minions. Okay, you managed to get it just far enough to encapsulate all of them. But now they have to roll a save, otherwise they'll be put under a spell. And against all odds, each and every one of them manages to fail their saving throw. So now their speed is reduced to 0, and they have no other action. But if you attack them, the charm will be broken, and they have full attack and movement speeds. Okay, I would also like to use my ability of Bardic Inspiration to give everybody 1d8 of temporary HP. Alright, so with that, everybody gets to roll 1d8 of HP given to us all. Okay, you all get 2 HP extra added on to whatever you got already. And you can also move your entire movement speed to Tuna if you wish, without provoking an opportunity attack. However, you must be going to Tuna. But up next, we have Deadbeard.
Well, I don't need to run to Tuna, but I will run up to this guy, and then I'm going to stab him with my own rapier.
Alright, roll to see if you hit. Okay, and with that, you hit. And you also get sneak attack. Okay, now we're gonna deal some damage. And with that, we...
Oh, is it too late for me to use my Bardic Inspiration on the damage dice?
You know what? Go ahead and roll an extra d6 on top of that.
Thank you.
No problem. You managed to do an expertly choreographed slash into his body. And remembering that whistling tune, you managed to do some catastrophic mayhem to his spinal cord. But after you, we go to Alan.
Okay. Well, okay, I would like to...
Oh, get on with it.
Okay. I want to analyze her ability. Is it alright if I make an investigation check or an insight check?
Go ahead. Ooh, that's a pretty low roll. But you do have proficiencies, so... Okay, so you do know that this ability seems to respond to physical attacks. So according to your statistics, every time she gets hits with any type of attack, an undead will rise. But specifically, by a gravestone.
I see. Hey guys! Destroy the gravestones! That way she can't spawn any more mini-me's! I'd also like to use my Eldritch Cannon bonus action to destroy this headstone in front of me.
Okay, roll damage. That's enough to damage it, but not enough to take it out. And after you, we then head into the Necromancer and her minions, who are mostly under the effects of hypnotic patterns, so most of them can't make a move. Except for the one that Deadbeard attacked, who launches an attack at him! That is definitely enough to hit you. Damn it. Ooh, not the worst, but close to it. But that's the only move he can make. And we go back up to the turn order, which is Satan. Well, since Alan told me to attack the gravestones, I'm attacking this gravestone right here. Okay, roll to see. And that definitely hits. Roll damage. Okay, that's enough to damage it, but not enough to take it out. I use my extra attack as well. Okay, roll. And you hit the gravestone again. Roll damage. And with that, that gravestone goes down. Up next, we go back to Commando.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to take this skeleton out with one strike.
Okay, are you going to use Divine Smite?
Yes.
Okay, roll the attack. No, you can't roll damage. You haven't attacked yet. Okay, that hits. Roll your Divine Smite. Remember, you get an extra D8 because he is undead. Well, he's still hanging on. All right, I'm going to use my extra attack. Okay, roll. Wait, hold on before you say, my great weapon fighting feat. It's a fighting style, not a feat. It's a fighting style. I can re-roll ones as long as I'm using a two-handed weapon. I thought you were holding a shield. I am holding a shield. Then how are you holding a two-handed weapon? With my trunk. Okay, you know what? I didn't think of that. So, I'll allow you to re-roll. Ooh, you managed to fumble a little bit, but you managed to get your footing just enough to where you can actually do some damage to the skeleton. Roll. And with that last slash, this skeleton goes down. Alright, now I would like to also move my movement speed in a straight line towards the necromancer and try to use my bonus action to attack her with my charging feat. Meow? I know, but the faster we take this bitch out, then we can handle her minions later. Okay, sound strategy. Go ahead and see if you hit. And that hits. Roll damage. She's taking another slugger, but another undead rises from the grave around her. And thus that concludes your turn, Commando. Up next is Leslie. Meow, meow, meow. Same shtick. Got it. And that is a hit. Roll damage. And another dead rises from the grave. Meow. And you're going for another attack. Roll. That will also hit. Roll damage. And we'll just add another undead to the board here. Meow. And Berserker Rage ability. Roll. And that hits. Roll damage. With every impressive amount of damage, another minion of the death is added to the board.
If anybody has any plan to deal with all these undead, now would be the time. It's starting to look like a Michael Jackson music video.
Meow.
And second wind it is! Go ahead and roll. And that'll hit. Roll damage. Because it's Thriller! You are fucked. Go ahead and roll again to have your bonus attack, Berserk. It's a 20! And it looks like they're gonna need it. With the sudden insight of the brutality of the slaughter that awaits you, you realize that the best chance you got is to take out the magic user now! So you summon all your strength for one final bout, dealing a whopping 32 damage! All at once! That's nearly max damage with rage added to it. But unfortunately, that does summon yet not... Oh, actually, you know what? I'm gonna give you this one. That attack was so powerful, she lost focus and couldn't summon a minion. But with that is everything you can do, Leslie. And up next is Gent.
I'm going to use my bonus action to disengage from the skeleton I'm fighting and go over and fight this one. And go ahead and try to stab him with my rapier again.
Okay, go ahead and roll. And that'll hit. Go ahead and roll damage. Because that skeleton wasn't expecting you to just completely disregard your first fight in favor of this fight, he wasn't prepared for you to lunge at him, and you were able to strike right at his spinal cord too. But that's all you can do because you used your bonus action to disengage. So up next is Tuna.
Let's see. I'm gonna go all the way up here to try to get as many people as possible. And I'm going to use my ability of my Glamour Bard.
Oh, what are you exactly gonna do?
I am going to charm them all with my seductive music.
Ooh, an interesting ability. They all have to make a wisdom save, though. Let's see. Well, surprise, surprise. The necromancer didn't fall for your tricks. She saw what you're planning to do, and considering how much damage she's already taken, she wants to see this fight through, whether or not your sex appeal gets to her. Her skeleton minions, on the other hand... You gotta be kidding. That's right! Every single one of them managed to fail their save, and are now enthralled by... Tuna's sexy appeal.
Great. Yeah, now we got an army of skeletons.
No, I have an army of skeletons.
Unfortunately, though, you can't use them to attack the necromancer. They won't fight for you unless they were already inclined to fight for you.
Oh, great. So what are we supposed to do with them?
I command you all to go back into the earth from whence you came and rest your weary heads.
Ooh, interesting. So, without missing a beat, all of the skeletons go back into the ground. Except for that one that Commando already killed, but, you know, he's already dead.
Ooh, nice. So now we only have to worry about the necromancer herself.
Exactly! But because that was his entire turn, it is now your turn! Our swashbuckling Deadbeard!
Well, I'm gonna run over here and stab her in the back.
Okay, quick and easy. Roll. Also, keep in mind that because she is fighting two other individuals, you have advantage. Oh, sweet! And that's all hit. Roll damage. That was a crazy amount of damage, but that didn't stop her ability from activating. And unfortunately, you can't do anything else. So up next is Alan.
Well, since I'm closer to the skeleton than I am to the witch, I'm going to cast, Shatter. Yeah, I'm going to cast Shatter on him.
How do you cast Shatter?
I take a hammer and I throw it at him.
Yeah, that'll do it. So, go ahead and make an attack roll in order to cast your Shatter spell. That'll about do it. Roll damage.
I also want to fire my Eldritch Cannon at him.
Okay. Go ahead and roll 2d8 and, let's see where it goes. Your Force Cannon Blast manages to do a decent amount of damage and forces him back 5 feet. But now, it is the Necromancer's turn.
Uh-oh.
Yep, and because she's no longer under the influence of hypnotic patterns, she can now actually do some damage. And right now, she's most pissed at is Tuna Presley for getting rid of her skeleton army. And thus, you see her conjure necrotic energy and fire magic missiles through it. And there is no attack roll. It's just damage.
That was a lot of D4s.
Yep, but not as bad as what's going on with the skeleton, who looks at Alan like he's fresh meat. Or scrap, since he's a warforged. Anyway, he's gonna attack Alan. And unless you have some sort of special shield, that's gonna hit.
Uh-oh. I'm only thankful that there's only one.
Yep, And you have Tuna to thank for that, really. But now we're back on top of the turn order, in which it is Satan. Okay, this has gone on far enough. So I'm gonna run over here to get just far enough in range, and I'm going to use my magic.
He's gonna use his magic.
He's gonna use his magic.
Meow.
Oh, he's actually using magic. Shut up. I'm going to conjure up my warlock spell, the Arms of Hadar. All right, Arms of Hadar. Let's see if it hits. Actually, it's a strength save spell. Oh, my apologies. You rarely cast actual warlock spells that I kind of forget how they work. Screw you. Okay, let's see if she can make her strength save. Well, try as she might struggle, surprise, surprise, a necromancer wizard isn't quite known for their barbarian-like builds, and she takes a whopping 11 damage, and she is restrained. But because she took damage, another skeleton rises from the depths. Is there something wrong with that skeleton? It looks a little short.
Oh my god, it's adorable! It's a dwarf skeleton!
I know, it looks precious! I had to throw it in there. So, without further ado, we go back to Commando.
Yeah, I am just gonna end this. Divine Smite.
Okay, and because she is restrained, you have advantage. Though you would have advantage anyway because so many are attacking her all at once, within 5 feet of each other.
Alright, let's see where this goes.
And that will definitely hit. Go ahead and roll damage with Divine Smite. And with that last bit of stabby stab, the Necromancer woman goes down. And on top of that, her other skeleton minions, because there's no longer a pact keeper for the spell, also go down. And thus you win. Da 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 da. Loot the body. Loot the body. Loot the body.
Meow.
Whoa.
Not even cold yet.
Some people.
Okay, all of you decide to roll for investigation check of looting the body. Go ahead and see what you roll. Okay, rather interesting rolls. Leslie, because your roll was technically the lowest, you managed to get her scythe, which is just a regular scythe that does 2d4 worth of damage.
Meow.
As for you, Commando, you find a pack, which is a Monster Hunters pack, complete with several different items that go into a Monster Hunters pack. Okay. Satan, you rolled about as well as Commando did. You find her spellbook for a necromancer. Oh, I am going to abuse the shit out of this. And then lastly, there's Deadbeard. Because you scrolled the highest, naturally, you found what looks to be a very important trinket of hers. It takes on the form of a large squid-like face with tentacles circling it like a pendant. Oh, I do not like where this is going, but I'll take it nonetheless. Oh, but is it magical? There are faint traces of magic on it, but you don't entirely know what it is. If it's just faint, I suppose it's not too terrible.
You should probably get that checked out anyway.
Regardless, I'm gonna see if I can find that cook. I'm hungry again.
Yeah, I could go for a snack. You coming, Ellen? Wait a second. I'm going to do my own investigation check on that dwarf. I feel like a dwarf skeleton would probably have some decent metal on it.
Okay, Alan's going to do an investigation check for some metal. Roll. Oh, that is a high roll. On top of that, you're proficient. Ooh. You managed to find 20 pounds of scrap mithril metal.
Oh, I can do wonders with this. Actually, I just thought of an idea. I gotta talk to you later, Nappa.
Okay, but as later must be later, you all head back to Olga's bar.
And we did it! We finished it! We got it! We did it! Yes, yes, I hear you. I hear you. And now Tuna can finally become part of the party.
Guys, is it alright if we stay a little bit longer? I know there's no real reason to go, but I just want to work out on a few things.
You know, I could probably stay and go about the town. Yeah, I don't mind.
There's not really much going on at the moment anyway. Nothing dire. So I guess it's unanimous. You're all going to stay in the town. While you're at it, might as well level you up while you're in it.
Says what now?
After being a Sekid, our gents have turned from cartoon characters to D&D players. And I, Nappa, am their guide to find their friends and escape this world. This is Gentquest!